What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tatiana, and today, as you can see, we will be transitioning a plant from soil to LECA. So today we're going to be discussing just the basics of LECA, like what is LECA, how to prepare it, the products you will need, and the benefits of planting in LECA. This is my first time using LECA, so please be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be the first to see my monthly updates on how this plant baby transitioned. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So I purchased this LECA from my local IKEA. It was $5.99. This was about 3 months ago, and I just hadn't gotten around to using it, so here we are today. So if you are new to the plant world, you may or may not have heard about LECA, but this is what it looks like. Basically, LECA is an acronym which stands for Lightweight Expanded Clay Aggregate. It sounds fancy, but these little clay balls, also known as HydroBalls, are just another growing medium which you can use to grow your plants. The clay balls are baked, so when they soak in water, they expand, and they are commonly used in hydroponic gardening. So why LECA? Is it better than soil? Well, this is more of a preference question. Many plant parents swear by LECA because of its benefits. It helps reduce the chance of you getting root rot, it makes watering your plants much easier, and most of all, it reduces your risk of getting pests. The problem is, or the con of LECA, is that it is more of a chore to prepare. So first, let's get into how we do prepare LECA. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get a large container and fill that with water. You're going to cover the LECA and you're going to let that soak for 5 to 10 minutes. I did 10 minutes because I had time. If you don't, do 5. Next, here I purchased this utensil holder from IKEA. This is just something that I had, so I used it to strain the clay. If you have a larger strainer, of course you can use that. It would probably make it easier, but what you want to do is just remove the clay from the dirty water. Now, once you've done this, you're going to go ahead and drain the water. You do not want to drain, and I repeat, you do not want to drain this down your pipes. It will cause damage to your pipes, like clogging. So when you are draining your water, you want to make sure you take it outside and drain your water. I know a lot of people in their videos show them draining theirs in their sinks. I don't want you guys to do that. Do not do that. It's going to cause clog damage to your pipes. Whether you rent or you own your home, do not do that. So once you've rinsed and drained, guess what? It's time to do that process all over again. But this time you're going to place the clay balls in a pot filled with water on a medium fire until they begin to boil. About 5 to 10 minutes. It should look like this. Once you've done that, it was raining on this part when I was recording, so I couldn't go outside. But what you want to do is just separate the clay from the water again. Dispose of the water outside when you do have a moment, and that's what you're going to do for this next step. Now, after it's all said and done, it should look like this. And guess what you're going to do? Yep, rinse and drain them balls again because they are still dirty and they need to be clean. Your water should not be cloudy. It should be crystal clear. Well, not crystal clear, but it should be clear enough that you can see the pebbles through it. This is not what it should look like. It should not look like this. That means you need to continue to wash the clay. Once you've washed it, it should look like this. Again, I said crystal clear, but this is clear enough that you can tell the difference between the two videos. So altogether, I rinsed and drained these clay balls about 4 times, including the time I boiled them. So this is what they look like after they have been completely clean. They are ready to go, and this is going to be the plant that I am going to be transitioning to LECA today. So I purchased this plant from IKEA. I wish I could tell you what happened to the footage of me removing the soil from this plant, but I honestly do not know what was wrong with my camera. It did not film this part. But what you're going to want to do is remove all of the soil from the plant, basically getting as much soil off of the roots as you can without damaging any of the roots. This plant was fairly new and the soil wasn't compacted, so it's kind of easy for me to remove the soil. Yeah, so the roots here look really good. They're clean, so I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my vase so that I can get the plant inside. So you can use just about anything to plant your plant with LECA: reusable jars, vases, net pots, nursery pots. I've seen just about everything used, so it doesn't really require that you get some kind of fancy pot. I got this vase from, of course, yes, IKEA, and I just decided to use it for this. Now you want to just make sure you add LECA to the bottom just like you would with soil, and then of course cover the top parts of the roots with LECA. Get it in there nice and sturdy. Make sure you are filling all around. Next, this is very important, probably the most important step. So here's the con to using LECA. You have to add nutrients to your water. This is not a drill. Do not pass go. If you did, you must go back and collect your money, because LECA is not like soil. It does not contain any nutrients. And when I say nutrients, I'm talking like fertilizers within it that is going to allow your plant to survive in LECA. You have to add nutrients to the water. I use Fox Farm because it's something that I had in my house, but you can also use Super Thrive or even Liquid Dirt, I believe it's called. They are all great. Again, you want to make sure that you are adding those nutrients because your plant will not survive without that. Next, you want to fill the jar right below the roots. In the video, you're going to see me fill it and it's going to touch the roots. I went back and removed some of the water because it does not need to touch the roots. So basically the clay will retain water and release the water a little bit at a time as your plant needs it. So it doesn't need to touch the roots because the roots will eventually grow towards the water. So when it's all said and done, this is what it looked like once I transferred it. This was definitely a learning experience for me. So if this was something that helped you, or if you found some helpful tips in this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when I post updates on how well this plant baby is doing in LECA. And most of all, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to DM me on Instagram or drop a comment. I love interacting with you guys and talking about planty things. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.